We'll go ahead and get started. Okay, this is the welcome. This is the Lancaster County Board of Commissioners meeting for Tuesday, July 21st, 2020. I am your chair, Commissioner Sean Flowerday. With me is Vice Chair and Commissioner Rick Vest, and Commissioner Christy Yoakum and Commissioner Deb Shore. Commissioner Roma Amundsen will be joining us very shortly. Please rise and join me for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Here we go. Mr. Clerk, please begin.
A copy of the Nebraska Open Meetings Act is located on the wall at the rear of the hearing room. Additionally, a copy of all written material to be discussed at today's open meeting is available from the county clerk staff at the front of the hearing room. The material can also be viewed on the county's website at lancaster.ne.gov. Agenda item 1 are minutes. Approve the minutes of the Board of Commissioners meeting held on Tuesday, July 14th, 2020.
Move approval. A second?
We have a motion and a second. Is there any discussion? Please call the roll.
Shore,
Yes.
Amundsen,
Yes.
Yoakum,
Yes.
Vest,
Yes.
Flowerday.
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0. Number 2 are claims. This is approval of all claims processed through July 21st, 2020, and this needs to be amended to include payroll that ended on July 15th.
I move that we approve all claims with the amendment of including payroll that was processed on July 15th.
Second?
We have a motion and a second. Is there any discussion? Please call the roll.
Vest,
Yes.
Shore,
Yes.
Amundsen,
Yes.
Yoakum,
Yes.
Flowerday.
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0. Number 3, consent items. These are routine business items that are expected to be adopted without dissent. Any individual item may be removed for special discussion and consideration by a commissioner or by any member of the public without prior notice. Unless there is an exception, these items will be approved as one with a single vote of the Board of Commissioners. These items are approval of utility permit number 1996, allowing Windstream to install service to a new subdivision at Salt Creek Reserve located at South 54th Street and Stagecoach Road. Grant contract with the Clyde Malone Community Center for the youth program in the amount of $19,000. Grant contracts with the following: Clyde Malone Community Center for the Leadership Academy program in the amount of $50,000. Clyde Malone Community Center for the Take Pause program in the amount of $20,000. Grant contracts with the following: Big Brothers Big Sisters Lincoln for the community-based mentoring program in the amount of $36,286. Hoke Spoke for the Diverse Evaluations Program in the amount of $13,945. Hope Spoke for the Pilots of Change and School-Based Therapy Program in the amount of $95,918.90. Lincoln Public Schools for the Truancy Diversion Program in the amount of $214,446. Clyde Malone Community Center for the Leadership Academy program in the amount of $22,862.42. Amendment to County Contract C-18-382 with New Heights Tree Service for unit price tree trimming and removal services. Amendments to the following county contracts for the energy supply of asphalt and concrete. This is C-19-846 with Catherine Sons Construction, Inc., and C-19-847 with Pavers, Inc.
Move approval of the consent items?
Second?
We have a motion and a second. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, please call the roll.
Yoakum,
Yes.
Vest,
Yes.
Shore,
Yes.
Amundsen,
Yes.
Flowerday.
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0. Number 4 is a public hearing. This is for proposed sale of property generally located at 300 Tyler Street in the city of Bennett, Lancaster County, Nebraska, which includes declaring that the property no longer serves a county purpose, determining fair market value, and setting the date for the sale of the property.
Larry Legg, Lancaster County Engineering.
I will need to swear you in. Do you solemnly swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give is the truth and nothing but the truth?
Yes. So, kind of caught me unawares here. I thought Pam was going to do this. I have a copy of the appraisal for the property. The building is no longer sufficient for county engineering needs. I guess I don't know what else I can say to that. Are there any questions? Okay.
Any questions for staff?
Just,
Okay.
what is the fair market value?
Fair market value is,
72,000, I thought.
yeah, 72,000.
Okay. All right. Oh, there it is, right there, item 2, I see it.
Yeah. Okay.
Very good, thank you. Is there anyone else here to testify on this issue? No one else here to testify in the public hearing? Okay, with that, we will go ahead and close the public hearing then.
Next is new business. 5A is a resolution in the matter of the proposed sale of property generally located at 300 Tyler Street in the city of Bennett, Lancaster County, Nebraska. And this includes declaring the property no longer serves a county purpose, determining fair market value, and setting the date for the sale of the property.
I move that we approve the resolution.
Second?
We have a motion and a second. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, please call the roll.
Amundson,
Yes.
Yocum,
Yes.
Vest,
Yes.
Shore,
Yes.
Flowerday.
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0. 5B is a special designated license applications from Myers Wine, Inc., doing business as Myers Cork and Bottle for events at the following: Kleinschmidt Residence at 11401 Van Dorn Street, Walton, Nebraska, on Friday, August 7th, 2020, and Prairie Creek Inn, 2400 South 148th Street, Walton, Nebraska, on Saturday, August 8th, 2020.
Move approval?
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, please call the roll.
Shore,
Yes.
Amundson,
Yes.
Yocum,
Yes.
Vest,
Yes.
Flowerday.
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0. 5C, a selective overtime enforcement mini-grant application and award from the State of Nebraska Department of Transportation to Lancaster County Sheriff's Office for impaired driving enforcement in the amount of $5,170.
I move approval.
Second?
We have a motion and a second. Is there any discussion? Please call the roll.
Vest,
Yes.
Shore,
Yes.
Amundson,
Yes.
Yocum,
Yes.
Flowerday.
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0. D is a contract with Van Kirk Brothers Contracting for the replacement of box culvert H115. The work shall be completed on or before October 30th, 2020. The cost of county is $318,459.
Move approval. Oh, I'm sorry.
A little slow today. Yeah, this is a contract for FEMA participating box, so I think we're getting approximately 75% of the cost for the structure. It's a flood mitigation type project, so really excited to get this thing going.
Is this from the 2019 flooding or?
Actually, it was 2015.
This is
And
2015.
it's more flood mitigation. It's not a
Right.
replacement. It's to reduce the chance of flooding damaging our infrastructure.
How are we getting, I'm all for it. I'm totally
Yeah.
all for it. How are we getting FEMA to pay for something that wasn't a replacement?
There are funds set aside when we have a disaster. They're not really set aside, but the funds made available for mitigation.
There are proactive funds.
Right, and
Okay.
it's usually generally a percentage of what the last emergency cost.
Got it. That makes
So, we're trying to gear up and get some more from the 19 because that should be made available. So if we can get more mitigation projects done, it can reduce the chance of damaging closed roads and closed bridges in the future. That's really what we're looking for.
Oh, that's great. I wish, didn't realize FEMA had mitigation dollars as well as reaction dollars, so I'm all for it.
Larry, where is this Vox
I
culvert?
was afraid,
Oh, you were running from the mic.
I
You
believe
knew I
it's
was
on
gonna ask.
176th up in the northeast. corner of the county. I was just looking that up when you guys are just moving along today, way too fast for me. So, okay.
Okay, now I will move approval.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. Is there any discussion? Please call the roll.
Yocum,
Yes.
Vest,
Yes.
Shore,
Yes.
Amundson,
Yes.
Flowerday.
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0. 5E is an interlocal agreement with Educational Service Unit Number 18 for educational services to youth detained at the Youth Services Center. The term of the agreement is from August 1st, 2020 through July 31st, 2021. The county will reimburse the ESU up to $799,360 for the services provided.
Move approval?
Second?
We have a motion and a second. Is there any discussion? Please call the roll.
Amundson,
Yes.
Yocum,
Yes.
Vest,
Yes.
Shore,
Yes.
Flowerday.
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0. F is reappointment of Jacqueline Miller to the Lincoln Lancaster County Board of Health for a term to expire on April 15th, 2023.
We had offered, we had said she didn't need to come,
Correct.
and I gather she did not
Yeah.
come this morning. Just didn't want to cut her off. I will move approval.
I'll second.
We have a motion and a second. Is there any discussion? I only want to say that my short time on the Board of Health, I've served with Jacqueline Miller. She's been excellent, and we're lucky to have her. It's not much more complicated than that. So, okay. Then if there's no further discussion, please call the roll.
Shore,
Yes.
Amundson,
Yes.
Yocum,
Yes.
Vest,
Yes.
Flowerday.
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0. Number 6 is update on COVID-19 and Lancaster County response.
Does anyone have anything on the COVID-19 Lancaster County response? I do not today. Okay.
Next is number 7, public comment. Those wishing to speak on items relating to county business not on the agenda may do so at this time.
Are any members of the public here wishing to speak on items not on the agenda? No members of the public here to speak? Okay. We'll go ahead and move down to announcements.
The Lancaster County Board of Commissioners will hold a special staff meeting on Tuesday, July 21st, 2020 at 10 a.m. or immediately following the Board of Equalization meeting in room 112 of the County City Building. The Lancaster County Board of Commissioners will hold a staff meeting on Thursday, July 23rd, 2020 at 8:30 a.m. in room 112 of the County City Building. The Lancaster County Board of Commissioners will hold its next regular meeting on Tuesday, July 28th, 2020 at 9 a.m. in room 112 of the County City Building. County Commissioners can be reached at 402-441-7447 or commish@lancaster.ne.gov. The Lancaster County Board of Commissioners meeting is broadcast live on Link TV City. For the rebroadcast schedule, visit lincoln.ne.gov. Meetings are also streamed live on Link TV and can be viewed on YouTube.
I move we adjourn.
Second?
We have a motion and a second for adjournment. Is there any discussion? Please call the roll.
Yocum,
Yes.
Vest,
Yes.
Shore,
Yes.
Amundson,
Yes.
Flowerday.
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0.
We are adjourned. Deb, the box culvert is on 176th Street, it looks like, between Alva and McKelvey Road, so Rick's
Okay.
just,
It's a great spot for a new culvert.
right. What's not to like? So, we got BOE next, then. Okay. We'll now call to order the Lancaster County Board of Equalization meeting for Tuesday, July 21st. Mr. Clerk, please begin.
A copy of the Nebraska Open Meetings Act is located on the wall at the rear of the hearing room. Additionally, a copy of all relevant material to discuss today's open meeting is available from the county clerk staff at the front of the hearing room. The material can also be viewed on the county's website at lancaster.ne.gov. Agenda item 1 are minutes. Approval of the minutes of the Board of Equalization meeting held on Tuesday, July 7th, 2020.
Move approval?
Second?
We have a motion and a second. Is there any discussion? Please call the roll.
Shore,
Yes.
Amundson,
Yes.
Yocum,
Yes.
Vest,
Yes.
Flowerday.
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0. Number 2 are additions and deductions to the tax assessment rolls.
Move approval of the additions and deductions.
Second?
We have a motion and a second. Is there any discussion? Please call the roll.
Vest,
Yes.
Shore,
Yes.
Amundson,
Yes.
Yocum,
Yes.
Flowerday.
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0. Number 3 is a public hearing. This is for motor vehicle tax exemption applications. This includes American Red Cross, Food Bank of Lincoln, Villa Marie School, the American Legion Department of Nebraska, East Ridge Presbyterian Church, Nebraska Community Blood Bank, and Angelic Temple Church of God in Christ.
Okay, we'll go ahead and open up the public hearing on the motor vehicle tax exemption applications. Are there any members of the public here to speak on these? Seeing none, we will go ahead and close the public hearing. Move down to item number 4.
This is action on motor vehicle tax exemption applications.
I would move approval of these exemptions.
Second?
We have a motion and a second. Is there any discussion? Please call the roll.
Yocum,
Yes.
Vest,
Yes.
Shore,
Yes.
Amundson,
Yes.
Flowerday.
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0. Number 5 is notice of assessed valuation change for property taxation purposes. This includes Jeremy Lee Brandt, Jimmy R. and Nancy C. Monier, Cameron E. and Robin K. Stroh.
Good morning, Scott Gaines, Deputy Assessor, Register Deeds. These are 3 recently approved applications for Greenbelt special valuation. We notify the taxpayer they're approved. This is to establish the new value at the Greenbelt level.
Could you just give us a little description of Greenbelt?
Special valuation, the technical name, property used for ag purposes to maintain its value as ag property, even though it may have a highest and best use of some other type of property. What it is to keep it in ag land as long as you can without taxing it at a much higher value that may be the market value, so it stays in that ag use.
And that market value would be based on non-ag use there.
Correct.
So,
And this enables the property to be valued at its ag value,
okay.
market value for ag property.
Okay. Thank you very much, Scott. I would move approval of these changes, valuation changes.
Second?
We have a motion and a second. Is there any discussion? Please call the roll.
Amundson,
Yes.
Yocum,
Yes.
Vest,
Yes.
Shore,
Yes.
Flowerday.
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0. Number 6 is appeal on notice of assessed valuation change for property taxation purposes for Patrick and Barbara Crossman.
After further review by our appraiser, we're recommending an assessed value of $308,000. This is a property that had some buildings constructed without permits. Upon our initial review, it looked like a completed house, essentially. Once we got in the property, determined it was basically a fancy outbuilding, and so adjusted the value accordingly. So we're recommending $308,000.
I would move approval of the appeal based upon the recommendation of the assessor's office.
Second.
Got a motion and a second. Is there any discussion? Please call the roll.
Shore,
Yes.
Amundson,
Yes.
Yocum,
Yes.
Vest,
Yes.
Flowerday.
Yes.
Motion carries 5-0. Number 7 is public comment. Those wishing to speak on items relating to County Board of Equalization business, non-agenda, may do so this time.
Seeing no members of the public present, we'll go ahead and move down to adjournment.
I move we adjourn.
Second?
We have a motion and a second for adjournment. Is there any discussion? Please call the roll.
Vest,
Yes.
Shore,
Yes.
Amundson,
Yes.
Yocum,
Yes.
Flowerday.
Yes,
Motion carries 5-0.
we are adjourned.